Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, coming up, his dad died when he was just a baby. Now this man is hoping to find relatives who can help him connect with a father he never got a chance to know. Plus, there are a lot more reunion surprises you won't want to miss. Stay tuned. James Doty was just a baby when his father died in a fire. James knows his mom's side of the family, but never really got a chance to meet the other side of his family tree. James is trying to track down relatives who can help him connect with the father he never really knew. On top of that, James thinks he may even have brothers and sisters somewhere out there. Hi there.
Hi.
You were raised with a sister, but when your father died, your mother remarried. So when you would ask questions, what was the reaction?
Well, my mom started a new life after my father died when I was 6 months old. So it was my sister and I, and she was 26, which is my age, and a single mom, a widow, 2 kids. And so she started a new life, remarried a year or 2 later. And when I'd ask questions about the age of 10, she was very limited in her information. And
you wanted to know who your biological
absolutely,
father was.
and unless you're in that position, you don't know what kind of a missing piece it is to not know your biological father. You see father and son walking along, they look alike, and you miss that, and it's hard to explain. And she was never able to provide me a picture of him because she really started over, and everything was gone, and so...
As fate would have it, though, you're in college, you were looking, and then as a journalist, you were doing an interview one day.
Interviewing Uncle Walter Cronkite.
Oh, yeah.
Interviewed him, was finished with that, was excited about that opportunity, and was standing up against the wall observing the crowd, and this man walked past me, and he had a name tag on by the name of Preston Doty. And I leaned into him, I said, you know, you and I share the same last name. And he says, I know, perhaps we should sit down one day and find out if we're related. And I thought, well, maybe he'll call, maybe he won't. And the day before Thanksgiving, he called me, and I went to his retirement home. We went upstairs, and he had a 300-page book of the Dotys back to 1755.
Wow.
And my clan was on page 93.
Yeah, you ended up finding an aunt out of that.
I did.
Aunt Pat, and Aunt Pat is here. Did you know that he existed?
Yes, I did. The last time I saw James, in Regina, she was about 12 and he was 3, 4.
Yeah, but you obviously had, it was like a connection there, because immediately it's like, you can provide me with some answers.
Absolutely.
Because your father was your brother. And one of the biggest things is to give a picture.
I had been looking for him, and I'm just delighted that I found him.
Yeah, so you had that picture, and what was it like to see, even though it was a picture, to see your birth father for the first time?
It was almost a sign to move on, to go on, and now there's no excuses, you know.
To find the rest of your...
Absolutely, and it was fate. It was a miracle that it happened.
So that kind of helped you to heal one chapter, but then the realization that your father had had a family before he married your mom. So it was, wow, there are other siblings out there, although you were raised with your one sister, Gina.
One sister, Gina, and lives in Tampa, and then 4 half-siblings, a brother and 3 sisters whom my father had with a first marriage.
Yeah. Have you ever found them?
I've tried, and I found the oldest sibling's son, and he just didn't believe. He didn't know I existed, so he kind of thought I was crazy.
So you have no idea where to look. You're kind of exhausted those...
I think Catherine may be in Houston, Cheryl and Jennifer are in Colorado, and Scott is in Oregon.
Well, you think Catherine may be in Houston? Well, I'll tell you that she is in Houston, and she is actually right here today. You want to meet her?
I do.
I bet you do. All right, Catherine, come on out.
They haven't seen each other in 3 years either.
Hi, Deborah. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Deborah.
When did you know anything about James?
When Gina was pregnant with him. But I never met him, of course. My dad, when he died, all of us lost touch with everyone.
Yeah.
And Gina and Tina were living in Lubbock. And so when we were in Houston, Colorado, so we didn't.
Yeah. So, look at each other, let's see. I think there's some similarities going on here.
She has green eyes like Gina.
Oh my gosh.
Those are your nieces.
That's your niece, Vanessa. That's your niece, Misty. That's your niece, Jessica.
Wow, are these twins?
No,
No? Oh.
they're sisters, and that's my daughter, and that's.
Wow.
And they're in tears
for
because they
coming.
wanted you to be able to find your half-brother also. And they know how important family is. But there are two other half-sisters out there. Do you know who they are?
Jennifer and Cheryl.
Jennifer and Cheryl. And have you idea where they are?
Colorado Springs, I think.
No, Denver.
Denver.
But where are they today?
Here.
They're here, so come on out. Again, I'm seeing some similarities here. Okay, another brown-eyed Dodie, or no, there's a green-eyed Dodie going on there.
You're cheating.
And when did you all know about James?
When I got the call from the show, and I said, James who? I said, I don't have another brother, because I didn't know nothing about him until the show called.
Yeah. But did you all know about Gina, his older sister?
I knew
So
about
you knew about her
Gina.
because she was a little bit older. Have you ever met her?
When she was a little girl.
She's a baby.
Yeah, so you haven't seen her in
Baby.
years.
No. And actually, your mom was pregnant with you when I was living down in Florida, and Gina was like one, I think.
Okay.
And I was picture right there.
Yeah, that's baby Gina.
Yeah,
they call
let
her.
me look at that baby Gina picture again.
Because she looked like Vanessa when Vanessa was a baby. I have a picture of her.
Look at those of you, how sweet. You know, that little girl looks kind of like a woman that I see standing right over there in our studio. Ma'am, you wouldn't happen to be Gina, would you? Maybe. Maybe. This is her. This is Gina. You haven't seen her in years.
That was a Christmas surprise.
Gina, your husband, Jared, is here too.
Brandon.
There you are. And so this family just grows and grows and grows and grows. So what's it like? I know it's kind of like you're kind of in shock right here, but what's it like to suddenly have a family that goes from a family that's just small to people you've been searching for so long?
Well, it's just they're beautiful people. They're all beautiful, and we have a great legacy to live for and to be proud of.
Well, congratulations on your reunion.
Thank you, Deborah.
Coming up, many people who are adopted, as we mentioned, are nagged by the question, why? Why did my parents have to give me away? After 32 years, our next guest finally got the answer. His parents were former high school sweethearts who are thankful to be reunited with their son again. That's next.